It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA at Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Steps away to his left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Two and now on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On second down, Tua. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Sanders is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. First and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Darnold. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After the turnover, it's Tua. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, 75 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Tua. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give him a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the 2nd half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the 1st half.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. 1st down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's Darnold. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Tua. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Man open left side, it's Williams. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pass. Tua. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll start the drive with Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 24, Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Check, 59. Watch the slant. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. No game on this defense, no game.
Darnold from the gun. Got an open man, it's Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Tua, fast pass outside, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They run again with Breida. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give to Breida. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Tua finding Williams for a Dolphin first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Running out of the gun here, Breida. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Running room down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Breida, he'll try the right side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Tua. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua sets up to pass it. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 29. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now it's Breida. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Breida. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Now Tua. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is Breida. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. This from 42 yards out. Oh, and Sanders pushed it to the right. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Darnold now to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
I got you. Man, I got you. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Stop your whining.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Real set. 51 to Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hey, Mike, keep it up.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. To the right side and complete to Washington. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard.